Hi, welcome to another episode of Speakerpreneur TV. I'm Will Hall, the club's president for Speakerpreneur Toastmasters, and today we have the opportunity of interviewing Mr. Angel Guerrero. Mr. Angel Guerrero is a Toastmaster, and some of his accreditations are ACB and ALB, which he will be getting into as the interview progresses. Angel, how are you today?
I'm doing great. Thank you, Will, for having me here.
Great, great, great. Angel, very briefly, tell us your call letters. What does it actually mean to some of our viewing audience?
Advanced Communicator Bronze, or ACB, is one of the leadership tracks that Toastmasters International has used to allow us to have these award designations as we go up the ladder in communication skills and the things that we love to do, which is to speak in publicly or in privately. The ALB is the Advanced Leadership Bronze designation, another track that is part of the leadership portion of Toastmasters. Toastmasters' slogan is "Where leaders are made." That is what Toastmasters is branding now, and it's telling people in the world that we have a system that is measurable and monitored to create leadership.
Wow. Did you guys really tune in to some of that? Where leaders are made. And on with further in the interview, Angel has a specialty, and he really delves deeply into social media.
Yes.
Angel, tell us a little bit about your social media background.
Very briefly, my business is in the internet world. I build websites for a living. I teach individuals and groups about social media and how to strategically place themselves and how to really get started correctly. Social media and Toastmasters, like any other organization, have truly opened the door to the brand and to letting people see, hear, and understand what Toastmasters is all about. So today, you can just go ahead and Google Toastmasters and you will be inundated with a plethora of information that involves everything with regards to Toastmasters. But most importantly, if you just go right away to toastmasters.org, which is the international website, you will see right away from the get-go that they're really serious about letting the world know what a wonderful system there is for their ability to create leadership and communication effectiveness.
Wowzers. I'm passionate about social media myself and know the fundamental importance of, let's just say, a profile picture. Tell us some of the successes or failures that you shared or exposed businesses to with fundamental items like, say, a profile picture.
I think what's happened now is that the world has become so attuned to having a face, a smile, someone there to say hello to. And in social media, that's the first thing that you look at. It's that profile image. If you still have the infamous silhouette drawing, then you're missing the boat of connecting with people. So whether it's your brand, say your company, if you represent a big, large company, or it's you, you're the company, you're an entrepreneur, you're a speakerpreneur. You have a face, and that's what people are going to do business with, is your face. So just make sure it's something professional, good suit and tie if it applies to you, or again, if you're just someone who is in a particular specialty of genre, just make sure that that's the brand you want people to see from the very get-go.
Would you recommend any specific tools that you found favorable that could help future Toastmasters or future Toastmaster organizations?
Well, twofold. Future Toastmasters, it's all about practice. Practice, practice, practice. What's great about Toastmasters environment, for anyone there who's still on the fence of whether to join one or not, is that in a Toastmaster club setting, you are allowed to practice what you've always wanted to be passionate about. And it's a safe and wonderful environment, which allows you to make mistakes. If you make mistakes in a Toastmaster club, it's okay. We're going to give you feedback, valuable feedback, that'll help you to get better. So that when you do it in the real world, where mistakes are not tolerated, now you have an opportunity to shine and really deliver your message in such a way that it's memorable to that audience. And of course, it opens doors of opportunity. For clubs today to be successful, it's the same premise. I always have believed in just invite one. Get one person somewhere that you connect with, just one, and ask them, bring them to your Toastmaster club, and let the meeting itself show them the wonderful world of being an effective communicator and a great leader. That's when they'll see the light. There's no sales pitch. There's nothing we have to worry about. It costs about 4 to 5 cents a day to be a Toastmaster. what does it cost for your own self-development? That's what you have to look at. And that's what the Toastmaster Club, just inviting one person to your club can change your environment.
Okay, love that, love that. Now with almost 93% of a message coming not from the words you say, but from body language, tonality, how important is the use of, say, YouTube?
YouTube is fascinating. Today, because people have the access of a smartphone or their own digital camera, which are even less expensive than they've ever been, you can do just like we're doing today. Just set up a tripod, put a camera, and now open up the entire globe to your message. But here's what's so great about the media of YouTube or the camera. You've interrogated people, you've talked to people, you've been interviewing folks for years. You are now stimulating additional senses. When people blog, they just read, and our imagination goes wild. But with video, you now open up the doors to sight, to sound, to emotion. Even our taste buds might get stimulated if you're watching a cooking show. It changes the dynamics of the message. And so in Toastmasters, we teach you how to speak off the cuff, how to be professional. So if we're a full body shot and we're speaking on a stage, you're not going to see gestures that are irrelevant. You're not going to see somebody bouncing back and forth on the screen where the cameraman's all dizzy. You're going to be excited to see that message and feel the professionalism right across your computer screen or right on your phone. That's what the YouTube vision and socialization has done for the world. It's opened up our full communication. And of course you add the magic of Skype, where now it can be live and you can conference and all these other little tools. You can imagine how our world has gotten that much smaller, but it's much more closer. And that's really what it's about.
Wowzers. We have had the opportunity to do a live streaming of what we consider to be one of the first Toastmasters meetings that was streamed live. Yet another brainchild of our Vice President of Education is this show, Speakerpreneur TV. We're on the move, and we'd like to find out with what you've just added, the value, the content you've just added to our audience, how can they stay in touch with you?
Essentially, the best way to stay in touch with me, of course, I enjoy social media. You can just go to facebook.com/Angel Guerrero. You can just Google Angel Guerrero and you'll see me pretty easily in all the different facets. Our company is very well known across the Triad in the United States, so it's kind of easy to find us there as well as AS Web Pros or Angel Guerrero. So there's a lot of ways to connect with me. I like to connect with people in general. My passion, of course, is communications. I enjoy teaching people how to enjoy this well-hidden secret of Toastmasters International so that they too can, whatever message they need to send, whether it is to a group of students, to some youth, to children, to adults, to anyone that needs to hear their message clearly, this is the place to do it. But more so, our country right now needs leadership. Our country right now is at a deficit with leaders. And so it's important for us as leaders to tell other folks who are just budding and waiting for an opportunity like this to become theirs. That's where Toastmasters also is going to shine. It's going to create the future leadership, our legacies, to take over this country and really bring the message home of what we're about, so the credibility goes way up, way up in the world again.
Wowzers. Angel, thank you for the value-added content to our show, to our viewing audience. And again, you've just witnessed another episode of Speakerpreneur TV. I'm Will Hall, signing off.